Grandpa, what are you doing?
I'm cutting grass.
With what?
What? This is a scythe. S-C-Y-T-H-E. We always called it a scythe. Didn't know there was a T-H there. And this thing dates back 2,500 years. This is the way people cut grass 2,500 years ago.
Cool.
Here we go. It's not very good at cutting trees. And I didn't pick the bad place. No, there we go. And when I was growing up, we had a barn and a horse and a cow and some sheep. And my father and grandfather had to cut enough hay with this scythe to feed these animals over the winter. And I'm going to show you something else now. We'll move away a little bit. I wouldn't want to cut your toes off. I was never very good at this, but it worked. Okay. Now we're going to put that down and proceed somewhere else.
What are you doing now, Grandpa?
Now, I cut the grass over there. Now I'm making hay.
What is that called?
Because before that grass is put away in the barn, it has to dry. And then we call it hay. And this has to be done. I'm taking it up now, and tomorrow I will spread it again, and probably 3 or 4 days until it's very dry, and then it's taken up and put up in the barn, and enough for a horse and a cow and several sheep. This is a prong. This is a hay prong, especially made for taking up hay. Now, fishermen used it for fish too, before they realized that stabbing a fish anywhere wasn't a good way of getting quality fish, so they gave up that. Now I want to show you something else, because that cannot pick up most of the can't pick up most of the hay, or pick up most of the hay, but not all.
How old's that?
So then we have a rake.
How old's that?
Now this rake is not very old. Do you remember Uncle Cyril?
No.
No?
Nope.
Probably wouldn't. Well, you got pictures with him, no?
Is that old?
And oh yeah, that's old.
How old? Like,
But this one, Uncle Cyril, my uncle, and you're in pictures with him, so he's not that long ago, made this one when he was probably 80 years old. This is made like the traditional rakes. There are no screws, no nails, just
stick it.
just teeth and everything natural. And this is a hay rake. So see how it effectively takes up all the hay? Right?
Yeah. What are you doing now, Grandpa?
Well, I'm going to, we called it peeling up the potatoes. And before I do that, I want to show you, this is quite old too. My father and probably my grandfather used this. Notice how it's made so that it's shaped specifically to turn dirt in like that. And notice the handle as well. This is specifically made to
How old is it?
oh, 100 years maybe? And probably in earlier years, all the trenches, I did all this by hand with this one. I don't use mechanical means for, I use mechanical means for loosening up the soil and that, but all the trenching I do with this one, just like my father and my grandfather did.
Cool.
And probably his father too.